Hi. I drank a little too much. So, I'm going to put on my special hat from my special bag. Oh shit, who's here? Hi, Levin. Hi. I'm very drunk. Like the room bees beating. Spooky. Hello. Hi, guys. Yeah, I'm grand. I'm grand. Do you know what? I'm fucking grand. I be grand, you know. Okay. Here's I was literally responding to your comment when I saw the notification. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, so here's the fucking story, right? I wasn't planning. I need y'all to understand. I was not planning to go out. All right. The plan was I was to have coffee. Say it with me now. Coffee at 1:30 with an old lecturer of mine. Somehow, all right, somehow, and to this day, I don't understand how it happened. Somehow, I got roped into drinking a lot of wine and doing karaoke, which somehow, hey, there were free drinks. We get, yeah, you fucking get it. That somehow turned into we're going to a bar, which I went to, and then someone who I just met got groped by a man because fucking men, right? And so I, being the autistic little bastard that I am, was like, I can't leave now. That'll somehow make it worse. So I ended up going to another bar with them. Somewhere in amongst this, my accent turned into the Irish. I was like, "Hey lad, do you know where the fucking water fountain is? The lass will be fucking mad at me if I come back looking like this." And somehow people bought it, which is ridiculous in itself. I made friends with a bunch of Italians, and then I had a moment of clarity and was like, "Well, my actual potential friends are going home. I should also probably go home." And here we are. But it's nice to know I'm not alone. Oh shit, where they do? Yeah, we do not claim him. Get that much? Yeah, I was literally like, do you remember what he looked like? Because I had known this woman for about 2 hours max. I was ready to fucking fight God for them because standard practice, right? They were fine. They were very adamant about like, hang on, sorry, the light contrast is like super mad right now. Hang on. Yeah, that's a little better. So what we're gonna do, right? Because again, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a wee bit wasted. Is we're gonna put on my fucking cap. That's gonna be good enough. And we're gonna do what we always do. Except I'm going to eat some pasta because, again, I am incredibly drunk. At some point as well during this, we are going to move to the bedroom because my dumbass stripped my bed earlier, which means I now have to make the fucking bed. Bear in mind, friends, I'm graduating tomorrow. Do I look like I'm in a state to fucking graduate? No. Am I gonna do it anyway? Yes. So, with all that said, and I appreciate your care for this person. They are absolutely fine. Their husband was with them. Thank you so much, Levin. You know what, guys? I really appreciate you because I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think the people I just went out with liked me that much. I think I got so anxious that I kind of made them dislike me. Hang on, let me put on the hat. All right, I went through a panic attack to get this shit. Okay, let me just fucking. Here's the gown. Here's that. Ah. Oh shit! I was told. Bloody hell! I was told I had to put it on like a shower cap. So. I good enough. And then here are my colours. You know what? I don't want to get them dirty, so they're going to stay over there. But the cap, we can allow. For the record, as always, we'll enjoy the stream. But if you want to call it for tonight and get extra sleep, we totally be that. It is possible. You know what? I highly appreciate the consideration. I sincerely do. However, oh my god, how the fuck does this go? Is this straight? Hang on, I need an actual mirror for this. The reverse camera is making me feel more drunk than I actually am. There we go, perfect. No, okay, so the thing is, right, is I literally can't go to bed because one, I am way too drunk. Two, my bed is literally stripped because I stripped it at 1 p.m. Again, I was meant to be home, but by 2. So here I am. And again, I don't think I'm ever going to be in a situation where I can wear this beautiful hat. So, for the sake of the fact that I need to eat regardless, and I need to make my bed regardless, we're going to be streaming. You are welcome to go if this is not really the vibe you're looking for. But I can absolutely guarantee you that it is very unlikely that I will ever be this intoxicated on a stream ever again. But I am actually really glad that you two are here for me. I legitimately wasn't expecting anyone to show up, and I probably would have cried a little bit because my drunk ass would have been like, "No, loves me." But I'm glad you guys are here. Okay, fair enough. Just thank you, Spooky. You know what? I appreciate that. But look at me with my graduation hat. Look how cool it is. All right, we're gonna make food, and then I'm gonna find my phone. Hang on, let me. There's there. Okay. Let me find my phone real quick because kind of need that. Yikes. Okay, not in that pocket. Hey, let's check that one. Not in that fucking pocket. Come on, sailor. Motherfucker. I was literally texting someone on my way home, so I know for a fact that I have not lost my phone. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It's on my counter. Okay. We're all good. Everybody calm down. We're all good. Reason, you are very interactive and friendly, and nobody... You are unironically the only streamer I act... Levin, I'm not in a position to be hearing that shit. Brother, you're gonna make me cry. For real, you can't be doing this shit to me. Thank you. You know what? I was out and I was thinking to myself, you know what? I think these people don't really like me because I'm a little too apologetic all the time, and I'm a little too much, you know. And the person who's known me since I was in undergrad, like they know what to expect, but these guys, they don't, you know. And I don't think they really like me that much. And then I really thought about it and I was like, you know what, it doesn't fucking matter if they don't like me. True, I found one guy who stopped at episodes. That would be insane. Can you imagine getting to episode 6 and thinking, you know what, this shit ain't for me? That's fucking insane. Anyway, let's cook some fucking pasta. I'm home, I'm safe, I'm with my friends. My hat, the reverse of the fucking camera, is absolutely sending me into a tizzy. Cry about it. You're fucking rude, Levin. Bro, what did I do to you? So we're gonna, you know what's going on. You know what fucking time it is. I'm gonna cook some food. I actually understand someone getting cut off there. What happened in episode 6 that was so dull that someone said, you know what, this shit ain't for me? That's mad. Like, I'm on episode 100. You know what? I was so drunk, I couldn't even figure out what fucking episode I was on. And so I literally just put the Magnus archives. I was like, you know what? That's fucking good enough. That'll do. All right, I'll put the gown on just because it's a vibe, you know? Okay, so here's the gown. She's a wee bit heavy, but you know what? She's fucking pretty. I'll put my arms through here. This is like preparation for the main event, you know? I put my arms through there. That goes like that. And then, hang on, gentlemen. Then, I grab the colors. These are the official colors of my university. And these Velcro bits I've got to line up with the Velcro on the back. So let me just, you know what? Good enough. Then, fellas, we put on the goddamn hat. Ta-da! Ooh, suiting up. Episode 5 was the week one. That's what I was thinking of. Yo, the graduation drip. Yeah, I got that drip, bro. Academic who? Look at me with my fucking colors on. I look like Severus Snape about to give the most cunty insult to fucking Harry Potter. I'm like, seems fame is not all that matters. I understand that was a really shitty impression, but again, I need you to understand the percentage of alcohol in my system right now excuses me from all bad impersonations. Again, I'm also seeing double. I'm now you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm literally partially seeing double. I won't even lie to you guys. I haven't drunk this much in a while. Hence why we're kicking out the extra dinner. Because I am in such dire need of carbs that I will happily starve on a day when, I'm not drunk. For the sake of going to sleep and not waking up with the most ungodly hangover in the fucking world. Very much. Oh, shit, you're right. I need water. Hang on, fellas. I'm getting water. I'm very responsible. it be in my bedroom? Oh, I lost my hat. There we go. I'm back. Thank you, Spooky. Yeah, thank you guys for taking care of me. I sincerely appreciate it. Because again, okay, here's my advice for anyone who is going out with people and they only know like one person. If that person leaves, also fucking leave, because obviously there's a like 30% chance that you'll get on super well with them and you'll make best friends for life. There's also 70% chance the vibes just won't be right and you'll feel a little bit unsafe and you'll feel a little bit like, also, are you sure you want to eat pasta in that it is... I understand your concern. However, this is the pasta I'm eating. I'm not talking about spaghetti bolognese. Spaghetti bolognese would require me to take off this absolutely fabulous attire. Wait, is Justin here? Justin. Justin! We got Spooky, we got Lemon, we got Justin. Bro, I'm drunk as fuck, but this shit lit. Justin! Also, I love Justin. Now that you're here, Justin, I'm gonna give you a little shout out. I noticed that you made a special YouTube account called Justin Squish so that you could add videos to the playlist. And Justin, I just want you to know, squishes all around. That is the cutest thing. I noticed. I loved it. I genuinely squealed. I fucking loved it. It is extra squish to you, Justin. You are just you are the cutest little angel, and I appreciate you so much, man. This is a party. This, I will not be drinking anymore, but this is absolutely a party. This is a graduation party. I'm graduating. Ta-da! Hang on. My hair is being a little bit, so we're gonna yeah, I plan to do a lot more cleaning than I actually did. Oh, there's my hairband. But that's fine, because you know what? Impromptu socializing is just as valid as non-impromptu socializing. It's fine. It's fine. It's a little annoying, but it is what it is. And I don't think I made friends, but I did something, So it's fine. Currently, my pasta is draining. Oh my god, I look like Draco Malfoy. Absolutely disgusting. I'm so glad you guys are here. I was kind of worried that it was going to be like me by myself, and it was going to be a bit sad because I'm a little too drunk to be alone, and I'd be like, why does no one love me? But you know what? This is nice. I'm glad that you two showed up, and Justin as well. I'm glad Justin's here. You know what? I squish you guys. Squishes all the fuck around. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for being here for me. I sincerely appreciate it. Now, while whilst my food be draining, we will begin. Okay, now that I'm slightly less intoxicated, we are going to change the name to the proper You interacted enough to make sure they will see you in unending nightmares as the supernatural takes the form of their worst dreads. You know what? Thank you, Levin. I needed to hear that. I'm gonna be real with you. I needed to fucking hear that. Thank you so much. Okay, it's 174 to 175. Perfect. Graduation edition. Yes, I am about to read those right the fuck now because I didn't get the chance to read them earlier because, again, coffee and then impromptu party. But they absolutely need their fucking attention. So, here is Levant's writing cave. All right, everybody ready? Everybody ready? Everyone sitting comfortably? You absolutely should be proud of yourself. From what I read of it, it sounds fucking amazing. Okay, so okay, let me just if fucking where's the wait? Hang on. No, hang on. Give me a wee second. Okay, I need to restart Discord because it won't let me scroll up. That's not even my fault. Every time I tried to scroll up, it was like, nope. Fuck. There we go. Perfect. Okay. All right. So here I'll be doing my obviously spoiler-free Martin character analysis by Levant Digorous. It is indeed a very fun analysis and was an enjoy to read. Well, you get to hear it again, spoken by yours truly in their fucking gown and hat. Okay, phew. Today is less busy and I'm in a much clearer headspace. So, in my opinion, the most engaging way to look at and analyze TMA characters, especially more important ones, is to stop looking at them like people and to almost start looking at them like diseases with symptoms. What causes them? What transmits them? What makes them worse? And what do they do? With John, this is actually easy. His symptoms: constant paranoia, anxiety, a feeling not of being watched, but having bad things happen to you and knowing that someone can see it happening and isn't helping. Knowing that you are not alone in your misery, and yet no one is coming to rescue you, choosing to see you suffer. His transmission is pure exchange. You give a statement, you get cursed. In the new world, everyone is always giving statements. Hence, everyone is cursed by him, and because of that, he cannot help anyone. So far, beautiful. I am so glad I made Levant's writing cave. This is the best fucking thing for the Discord ever. What caused him is also simple, if tedious. He was caused by repeated exposure to raw fear that was force-fed into the logical food processor that is the I statements. Terror, an abstract concept, shoved into neat boundaries and boxes and then slotted into John's psyche over and over and over until the line between himself and it was gone. You absolutely should be smart. This, oh my God, bro, this is so good. This is amazing. I'm lost for fucking words. This is really good. Levant, you should be so fucking proud of yourself. This is amazing. Now, on to Martin. Symptoms: judgment, anxiety, depression, lethargy, loneliness, hopelessness, a feeling that not even those who you love, who you know love you, will ever be able to stop judging you, seeing you for the fraud you really are. Transmission? That's easy. Love, affection, platonic, romantic, or otherwise, any meaningful relationship with Martin marks you with your curse. You find yourself doubting more easily and being doubted more often. In a room full of those you thought you could trust, you have never felt more alone, despite feeling uncontrollably seen. Unable to look away from anyone's faults, unable to hide your own. The cause, well, obviously, Peter Lucas. Peter Lucas's experiment was making an avatar between the I and the lonely. It was a massive factor, but long before that, Martin was already set down this path. A mother who holds a hatred beneath her chest for a child she says she loves for a fault that is not his. Oh my God, that fucking goes so hard. This explains the rancid vibes from season 4. It absolutely does. This, oh my God, dude, this is so fucking good. A mother, yeah. A job he does not have the qualifications for, a budding crush on a colleague, already a tenuous position, only to have that person shove you away and get annoyed at your presence time and time again. When finally he gets close to this love interest, they begin to act suspicious, and the eye that has been stoking your paranoia is suddenly tainted with the loneliness of a building now full of employees nearly dying to avoid one another. All the while, you mount more and more secrets, telling yourself it is to protect those you love, until you start to judge them too. Why aren't they helping? Why aren't they doing more? Why isn't the victim helping itself? Why does the monster just keep letting more monsters roam? If John is the helpless bystander watching you burn in the fire, then Martin is the judging bystander seeing your every failure. And the reason they're acting so toxic in this season and last season is because neither are aware that they are following their nature perfectly. Martin isn't being unfair to John. He is just doing what makes sense to him. He is following his new instincts. Dude. Levin, you fucking nailed it! Oh my God! Bro! It's so good! I write a little. Fuck off, mate. That's fucking Shakespeare. That is. Bloody hell. I mean, dude, you deserve this hat more than I fucking do. Lord above have bloody mercy. Hey, vey, man. All right. Let me. Oh, shit. Honestly, Levin, give yourself a fucking pat on the back. That was amazing. I loved reading it. I loved hearing it. I loved everything about that. Was, and you know what? Everything you wrote makes fucking sense, right? The whole, shit, sorry. Again, the reverse is fucking me over. The whole Martin can't help but be judgmental. He can't help but be unfair because it's in his nature. Dude, amazing. I literally can't sing your praises enough. Thank you so much for writing that, and thank you so much for sharing it. That was amazing. Major squishes to you, my friend. That was beautiful. This user supports crows, ravens, and their agenda. Corvid haters unfollow immediately. Thank you. I love me a good Corvid. I actively, in my pocket, have a little packet of dog food, which I specifically have so I can feed the crows. If I could have a request, think about how Martin is treating John's actions in season 5. I absolutely will. Casually slips sick as hell one-liners into character analysis. Yeah, I rage a little. Dude, I can fucking tell. That's iconic. I love that. I will try very hard to. Especially I will try extra hard given my slightly drunken state. All right, let's get this fucking party started. What time zone are you actually? I don't know what CST is. Asking because I was able to translate when you were posting. I'm so sorry. The stream schedule which I provided was fucked. The main reason being, as I just said, I got fucking roped into a party that I didn't know was happening. I left my house at 1:30 in the fucking afternoon, okay? I dead ass, the first thing I did when I'm still wearing my shoes. That is how committed I fucking am, right? In fact, I'm gonna take this off while I'm explaining. I I was expecting to be home by 3. I wasn't. I got home immediately before I decided to start streaming. The first thing I did was pick up my fucking laptop and press go live because I apparently have absolutely no self-preservation. So there we fucking go. And to top it all off, I've got the drunk hiccups. Like every single animation character does. So this is embarrassing. Oh, I just don't know your time zone, and I live all the way in America, so you say 5 o'clock or whatever. I have no idea when that is. Totally fair. I'm gonna drink some more water, and then I'm gonna have my pasta. And then I'm gonna make my bed, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. But thank you for my crow themed memes. I appreciate them. I love a good crow. All right. Let's get this shit started with the Great Beast. All right. I'm gonna move us into the kitchen though. If you're feeling slightly drunk by the angles, don't worry. You're just experiencing the same shit I am. To be clear, this is a compliment. I am a fun drunk. Thank you so much. I am the kind of drunk that will beat the shit out of someone for you, but will also happily listen to you trauma dump if it makes you feel better. I'm just here for a good time. I'm here for a good fucking time. You know? And that's why I said if you're out drinking and one person that you know at the said drinking activity leaves, leave with them. Because, you know, sometimes it's just better to go home. I could have started this like an hour earlier had I not followed my friends and had I not felt my friends, and had I not felt guilty about leaving the girl who had just been essayed, even though her husband and a friend who she had known much longer than the singular hour that I had known her were there. So that's my advice as a 24-year-old. I completely forgot where we were at. Oh, I'm glad you guys are excited. All right. Let's get this fucking show on the road, shall we? Here we go. Oh, fucking hell, it's coming out of my headphones. That's embarrassing. Give me a fucking second. Do you know, I dead ass thought I'd lost these. I thought I'd left them at a pub. I mean, I'm glad I fucking didn't, but I honestly God thought I had. I wouldn't be fucking surprised if I had, you know. All right, let's go. The greatest beast. I completely forgot we were. That is very fair. All right, pasta time, boys. Gotta get out the extra juice. It's like casting a spell. Oh, I hear wind.
The shadow falls over everything Marine has ever known.
Who the fuck is
When
Marine?
she first come to her home, bathing the street beyond her window in unexpected shade, she had thought an eclipse. There wasn't supposed to be one then, she is sure of that, although if pressed, she could not have told you what day it is today. Before the shadow fell, she is sure that the sun was shining brightly, although if pressed...
I see we are back to Eldritch Horror Poetry. Very nice, very okay, very cool. Thank you very much. I'm glad to know where... You know what? I'm glad to know where I stand. Also, I need y'all to understand, this is legitimately what I am wearing to graduate tomorrow. Not this, per se, but this, and this are legitimate pieces of outfits that I need to wear tomorrow. So this is as authentic as it fucking gets. Yeah. I'm glad to know we're back to Eldritch Horror Poetry. You know, last time we got a little bit down in the dumps with a little bit of children. But I'm glad to know. I say that I literally played with kids for like 30 minutes on the floor with fidget toys. Literally, I was sat on the floor. I saw these kids playing with fidget toys. I sat on the floor fucking with them and started messing about with fidget toys as well. I am a literal child in the body of a 24-year-old. I should not be allowed to vote. I should not be allowed to vote. I'm going to tell you that right the fuck now. Anyway, back to Eldritch Horror Poetry.
She could not have pictured it.
Let me.
The humid heat of a lingering summer had left the world sleepy.
Ah, the familiar horror of existential dread. How I have missed you. Yeah, I feel like we have lacked that a little bit in recent, aka the last episode. I'm glad it's back, you know. The old tried and true.
Unprepared, although, if pressed, she remembers the heat, but not the season. All told, the time before the sky was covered is hazy for...
I'm gonna be 100% real with you. I have a feeling if it's hot, right? If it's like, I don't remember the season, but I do remember the heat, right? Now stick with me with this one because it might be a tricky one to follow along with. It's probably fucking summer. Because that's when it's bloody hot, you know what I don't remember the season, but I do remember the heat. Well, buddy, I got some good fucking news for you because there are 2 seasons that are known for having some degree of heat. Now, if you remember specifically the heat, I have even fucking better news for you because we've narrowed it down to 1, you daft cunt. It's summer! Woo! You know what I mean?
The sky was covered is hazy to her, but she knows that there was one. A time before something blocked out the sun.
The fuck blocked out
it
the
moves
sun?
And shifts as if it is willed, clearly a part of some greater whole. A foot, a hand, perhaps a single finger. To look up is to see only the smallest fraction of it covering the sky. And half of Marine's mind screams at her to get back, to get further away, to get to a distance where perhaps she could see the whole of it.
An interesting theory. I was thinking winter. I am sure you were. That's why I needed you to stick with me for my train of thought. I know it's not the logical one, but I had a gut fucking instinct, you know? I had a gut instinct that I was right, and I needed you to hold on with me so that we could experience it together. And you know what? I'm fucking glad we did. Because I feel like we've learned something. the hang on, let me check the view cam. The three of us, I feel like we've learned something. You know what I mean? Right, big ass knife over there, water over there, Coke over there. I need a fucking fork. Okay. I promise I have my shit together. Fork! Guys, I'm so in love. I know this is a terrible time to bring it up, but I've deadass been thinking of Lom this entire night, thinking, you know how much better this night would be if Lom was here. I'm a loser. Oh, by the way, this is the giant figure everyone was seeing in vast statements. Ooh, the thing blotting out stars in Daedalus space statement. Oh, that thing. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. The figure the village was trying to prepare for uselessly in the translation we were given in Exaltia. I think you know what I'm going to say. No! I'm not a simp. I'm just drunk. It's different. It's different and it's fine. If I weren't drunk, maybe you could call me a fucking simp. However, given that I'm drunk, I have an excuse. Fuck you. I'm joking. You're absolutely right. I'll never admit it in my sober state, but you're absolutely right. I am the biggest simp this world has ever seen. I actively spent more than what I spend on a week's food shopping to see one person for what can roughly be added up to equate to 24 hours. Not to mention the fact that I spent a collective 10 hours on a train just for these 24 hours to take place. Most of these 24 hours were sleeping. A drunk simp. Okay, yeah, fine. Fair enough. Natural simp behavior in hot. Yeah, if Lom was here, just, you know what I mean? Just the most vicious cheek kisses you can possibly imagine would be occurring right now. They would have absolutely no rest. I would wake them up, go, wake up, bitch! It's time to be loved by me. Anyway, this is the pasta. Hang on, because someone mentioned that I probably shouldn't get mess on this, and you are absolutely right. So there ain't no fucking way I just pulled off a whole ass hook. There we go. Okay. We're going to do the classic like fat man who definitely doesn't need to be eating as much as he is. We are fucking ready. All right, everybody ready to continue? Let me actually, because I'm drunk and my memory is shit. Let me just read. Let me read to my. When did that happen? Lord have mercy. Okay. You know what? I see an accident waiting to fucking happen. We're gonna take this off because this shit's rented, y'all. Okay, I cannot afford this shit. The only thing I can potentially afford is the fucking hat. That's all that stays. All right. There we go. Hopefully this is good enough. Okay. Let me just read to myself what I fucking forgot. Okay. Shadows fall over everything on the moon. Oh yeah, Marine. Okay, hi Marine. When it first covered home bins, she thought it was an eclipse. You know, valid thought. I'm watching this while you know what? That's such a good game to be playing. Fucking good for you, Levin. Big up that, you know. What was I reading? It wasn't supposed to be one then. She was sure that for that shadows fell, sun was shining brightly, oh, there's push, no picture. Okay, cool. Apocalypse that shouldn't eclipse that shouldn't have been an eclipse, but you know what? When dealing with anxiety, we assume the worst and we assume the best. So eclipse. Humid heat. Lingering summer, sleepy person, night before house before she was caught has a knows one moves. Oh yeah, big fuck off creature that like blocks out the sun. Yeah. I remember. Cognition. I got it. To look up is to see only the smallest fraction of its covering the sky, and half of Marine's mind screams at her.
A position where the idea... And half of Marine's mind screams at her to get back, to get further away, to get to a distance where perhaps she could see the whole of it. A position where the idea of comprehending what she is looking at isn't some bitter joke.
You know what? That's fair
enough.
The other
half of her mind whispers the truth, that it is already so far away that to see it in its entirety is impossible. And if she did, she could not understand it. But there is another certainty within her, another piece of terrible knowledge that bubbles up unbidden from somewhere in Marine's soul that is no longer hers. It is coming close.
The horror of being helpless and small as the very sky is filled with a being you cannot handle even in your imagination. Yeah. You know what? Having said that, I fucking get it. Yeah, I'd fucking be scared too. I ain't even gonna fucking lie to y'all. I would be scared out of my fucking asshole. Like,
It is descending on her home and everything that she has ever known. And when it arrives, it will not even notice that it has destroyed her. That it has so...
Wait, what? Hang on. Important detail. Whoa, go back a few seconds. Okay. I've gone back 30 seconds. Hopefully that's enough.
Could not understand it. But there is another certainty within her. Another piece of terrible knowledge that bubbles up unbidden from somewhere in Marine's soul that is no longer hers.
Ooh.
It is coming closer.
Mm-hmm.
It is descending on her home and everything that...
John said a soul that is no longer hers. I never noticed that small line. That sounds very Stranger-esque. I'm maybe off my fucking nuts, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. But that sounds very Stranger-esque to be like, yeah, like you're not you anymore. That's not just her here. That's everyone. What? It's not the stranger. Okay. Oh shit! Because the whole world has been like changed. It's this. Oh fuck, Levent, you're so fucking right. Oh my god, that's insane. That's crazy. I have a feeling I have not cooked this pasta enough. And I don't want to die today. So I'm going to put this shit back in the microwave. Or more formally known as the microwave. You don't get autonomy anymore, not as long as you're in a domain. Yes, you're absolutely fucking right. I had never thought of that, and that is bloody genius. Autonomy is a gift given to avatars and monsters. Shit, bro, you are fucking correct. That is, honestly, again, A star 11. You fucking nailed that shit. It only took a few lines, but you did. I mean, none of the fears are really theirs, are they? I mean, yeah, they're in domains based off their personal fears, but to some extent, it's all manufactured, right? I get what you mean, but I think, like, let's take, for example, the garden, right? Which was the bone guys. I can't remember his name right now, forgive me. He manufactured it to his liking. He loved his domain. He tended to all the plants. He loved his domain. Whose domain was manufactured in some sort of like stereotype of what they're expected to be, would have been like, no, yeah, this is perfect. This perfectly encapsulates everything that I stand for. Perfect. It's symbolic fear. We're creating it as much as it's creating itself. I also see that. I think that's true. I think that is that like it can't really exist without us. You know what I mean? There's my food. Now properly heated and it's sizzling. This shit be sizzling, you know that mean it be right hot. Symbolic. Oh, symbiotic. Yeah, no, forgive me, I'm dyslexic. It's symbiotic. Oh, I see what you I'm dyslexic. I'm so sorry. That was a big L on my half. But still, everything you've said makes kind of perfect sense. I like it. I like it a lot. I like the discussion. All right, here we go.
She has ever known. And when it arrives, it will not even notice that it has destroyed her.
Oh,
That it has so casually wiped from the world everything that she will ever know or love.
That's a bit mean.
It will crush her home.
There. It's okay.
It will
Thank
crush
you.
her family and her city.
English isn't real anyway. Thank you, guys. I love the emotional support for me misreading one word. I love that. I like that you guys bullied me for 40 minutes because I'm in love with someone, but you fully saw me misread one word, and both of you are like, you know what, it's okay, you're valid, we're here for you, respect, squish, we're here for you. You guys are great.
And her world, the shadow, is over everything. Marine gathers her mother, who sits in the kitchen over a pot of sour-smelling tea, berating her that they should have left earlier.
I fear if the tea is sour,
who snorts in derision and tells her that he's heard that there isn't really any danger at all. She gathers her daughter, who asks with wide eyes and the voice of nervous innocence where they are going. What's going on? Marine cannot quite make out their faces as she bundles them into the car, old and shuddering as it coughs into life.
Oh dear. You should probably have got a new car.
Child? A spouse? Does she remember her mother having such a cruel sneer? It doesn't matter. They are here now. She has to save them. She can't leave them to...
That is motherly instinct. You know what? That is like, I don't remember having you, but you're here now. Therefore, I will protect you at all costs. That is like instinctive motherly love. I love that. You know what? I don't care what the fear is. I fucking love that. Also, where is Martin? There was no introduction to this fucking episode. It just showed up. Martin's gonna be like, are you done doing your bullshit? I found us some fucking food, you little scat. And he's gonna be like, yeah, I'm done. But also I don't need to eat, so.
The growing shadow and the thing coming ever closer. She starts to drive. The streets are empty. The blank-faced strangers around them frozen, staring to the sky in still and silent expectation. There is no traffic, nothing to stop the labored grind.
Okay, right. As always, every domain is a psychological terror. In case we forgot to analyze this episode's hell, this one is simple and primal, though. Okay, given the fact that I have like 3 functioning brain cells and they're all competing for 4th place, Levin, can you do me a solid and just give me the answer, dude? I'm trying my best here. The wheel is spinning, but the hamster's fucking dead. You know what I mean? This is what we're dealing. Thank you, Levin. Squish, I really appreciate that. I'm not in any state to be having any kind of thoughts beyond basic instincts of survival. I'm gonna play it whilst you write it.
Grinding of the elderly car as it careens down the street, hunting desperately for the edge of the shadow. Maureen knows if she can just escape it, find where it ends and the sunlight hits the earth, they can...
I figured that would be the case. Thank you. I appreciate that. But I thought I'd offer a reminder amongst the chaos and joy of graduation parties. That's absolutely fair. I would appreciate the help trying to figure out what it is, though, because, again, I am not at my best. I am supremely working off of baser instincts right now. I probably stink of alcohol and probably cigarettes because my friend is a smoker. I could not tell you, even if you had a gun to my head, what the last sentence just said. So I'm really... So I appreciate any help you can give me here, Levin. And again, any beautiful artistic writing that you produce will be featured in... Can anyone else see the weird flashing that's like on me? Oh, it's stopped now. Fucking stupid. All right, let's carry on.
Be free. They will not be beneath it when the vast being arrives.
Okay. What I do know is the vast being is obviously kind of to do with... It's to do with the fear surrounding like space, like the loneliness, like the sheer size of it, the incomprehensibility of our loneliness, of our isolation. I remember that much. I can't really remember much else right now.
But there is no hope in her for it. No glimmer of optimism as they hurtle down street after street. Only the crushing dread. Leaden knowledge that they started too late, that they're not fast enough, that the shadow reaches 1,000 miles in every direction, and they could drive for a month.
It is unavoidable, it seems.
Have they been driving that long? How many miles have they travelled now? And still they would never get away. Never cross that line from below the shadow into open, sunlit air.
That is incredibly unfortunate.
The world gets darker, and the thing moves closer. It will be upon them any moment. Now,
this may be a drunken thought, but how exactly do the fears have enough space to do all of this shit? I mean, he literally just said, right, that like, no matter how far they drive, they will never be able to escape the size of it, right? That means that they could drive across the entire distance of America and still not cross it. But that feels like a lot of space wasted for the sake of one set of people driving. What about the fucking rest of people? Geography. Shit, you right, Spooky. Oh, then let me translate that. This isn't about our loneliness, but our smallness. Yes, I kind of picked up on that. Helplessness, not even prey, not that consequential. It is the dread of raw, unyielding inevitability. So basically kind of like ants, like the way we just crush ants beneath our feet and don't even think about it. That kind of energy. Because I kind of got that vibe, and that kind of feels correct. And also, thank you, Spooky, for reminding me that geography doesn't work here anymore. I was, yeah. Drunken thoughts are not good thoughts. They're very often incorrect.
The car grinds and crunches somewhere in its engine and rolls to a stop. Maureen grabs her daughter, now crying with fear and confusion, and begins to run. Where is she running?
The same daughter she don't remember having. All right, cool. Just wanted to check.
And rolls to us. It will be upon them all soon, wiping out everything they were or are or will be, rendering their lives an unremembered blip, crushed beneath its unstoppable significance.
A thought experiment. Oh, God. I might not be in quite the state to do this, but I'll try. Imagine, truly imagine, as hard as you can, looking out the window and seeing a nuclear missile land at the edge of town, seeing the light and flash and cloud, knowing that there is a massive wave of destruction that will turn you into nothing more than a history book statistic. That final line in and of itself, that will turn you into nothing more than a fucking history book statistic. Dude, are you Shakespeare? What the fuck? That's so good. Levin, okay. No, you asked me to legitimately imagine. Okay, let me enter the palace. But I just needed to let you know that final line, actual gold. That, oh my God, I felt shivers, brother. Again, I write a little. A little? Exactly, fucking. I'm so glad someone's on my side for once, Spooky. Oh my God. Okay, let me imagine. Let me fucking imagine. What am I imagining? As hard as you can, looking out a window, seeing a nuclear missile land on the edge of town. Okay. Looking out the window. Yeah. I think honest to God, the first thing I'd think of is, oh my God, are my parents going to be okay? They wouldn't be, but that's the first thought I would have. I love my mum. I love Keith so much. I love my parents. The best.
It is right above them, and it will not stop. How long has she been running? Minutes? Days? Her unfamiliar daughter laughs cruelly, carried in Maureen's exhausted arms. They cannot escape the shadow, as their doom gets forever closer.
Okay, so the daughter is part of the illusion. Okay.
Far, infinitely far above her, Edward holds his grip tight. His fingers are white with strain, and his own arms burn and ache deeper than he thought possible. He is interlocked, woven into an unending tapestry of suffering, contorted bodies.
Sounds like the
shape
flesh,
that they
honestly.
create is a mystery to him, but as it moves, he can feel his own muscles twitch and stretch with those he holds onto, together shifting and pulling and lifting the bulk of the thing of which he is only the tiniest part. Where the impulses come from, he does not know, traveling through the impossible colossus, rippling down the people who form its bulk, moving as one. He does not know where in the thing he is, but suspects that it is not too far from the edge. For sometimes he can see something he might almost believe to be sky.
The edge.
Some part of it hits the ground, however distantly below him that may be. A foot, perhaps, or a limb of some sort. The shuddering impact of it resonates up through the bodies that surround him, and all at once they cry out in pain. He can hear bones snap and tendons rip as the force of the step sharply shifts the twisted
Yikes.
arrangement of human misery.
Yikes, brother.
Edward's own neck is spun, pushed by the shoulder of the woman crushed in behind him, and turned so far to the side that he is sure another millimeter,
What is that?
and it will
Oh,
break entirely. For hours,
I was like, what the fuck is digging into me? It's my fucking jumper.
as he
I'm
holds that
done.
position, dreading every
That massive thud, that's there because John is narrating this. Oh shit. Hang on, let's rewind a little bit because I was too distracted by whatever the fuck was digging into me.
moment that the next motion of it's up through the bodies that surround him, and all at once they cry out in pain. He can hear bones snap and tendons rip as the force of the step sharply shifts the twisted arrangement of human misery. Edward's own neck is spun, pushed by the shoulder of the woman crushed in behind him, and turned so far to the side that he is sure another millimeter, and it will break entirely. For hours he holds that position, dreading every moment that the next motion of the thing they construct will break him like thin porcelain.
Yikes.
And then it comes. Not another stepping impact, for those are rare and ponderous. The agonized pull of the whole trying to lift itself. Every muscle in every body tenses all at once, and Edward finds himself moving, pushed and squeezed and gasping for space and free.
Ooh,
Without warning, he finds himself in open air,
that's nice.
forced out of the thing like a chute, pushing up to.
Gotta give props to the Vast on the design of this domain. There are victims are both part of the big thing and running from the big thing. Yeah, that is very effective design. Your enemy of the enemy. No, hang on. You got people working on both sides. That's what I'm trying to say. Very good point, Spooky. You said it much better than I did.
The soil. He takes in a deep breath, his protesting limbs now limp and almost useless, and collapses upon a ground that looks up at him in envy. No, not a ground.
Ooh,
It is only now that Edward realizes
very
how
nice
thin the
addition,
air
Levin.
is, how cold it is without the warmth of uncountable bodies surrounding him on all sides. Behind him, he can see the shifting sea of people stretching out forever.
Ooh.
But in front of him, a few hundred meters away, there is what appears to be an edge. In a place where time has meaning, it might be said it takes Edward hours, days to drag himself over the writhing floor. But eventually he finds himself laying upon that horizon, willing himself to look out, over and down, see where he is, if there is any place to which he might escape. And so finally, he looks. His stomach drops, and his arms seize as he looks upon 100 miles of slowly moving humanity.
The wind in the background, almost blocking out John's speaking. Oh my god. It's the knowledge that he is literally right there as these things are happening. It's easy to forget that, and these little extra details to be like, no, this is happening right the fuck now. And he is narrating it as it fucking happens. Don't forget it. Those little extra details, it kind of, I feel like it adds to the idea that he's no longer human, that he's literally watching and narrating as these things happen and is not actively trying to stop them. Whether or not he can physically stop them once he starts doing the whole narration thing, that's kind of up to debate, because I know he couldn't even stop himself from reading the statement from Elias that said apologies for the deception. So, maybe he literally can't stop. He starts and it's downhill from there. But it's interesting to sort of feel that more. Thank you. Thanks, Levin.
It is so far down that if he climbed for a year, he would not reach the end of it. His tears fall down and away into the open sky. His teeth lock in fear, and he begins to try and move backwards, away from the precipice. But there is a movement, a shift in the people below him as the great beast stretches some part of itself.
Big squish, thank you so. That's so sweet of you, Levin. Thanks. All right, we gotta start moving anyway because I gotta make my bed.
A wave of spasming limbs passes beneath Edward, and in a moment he's flung upwards and away, out into the empty air below. He is falling. He cannot breathe as the air is forced from his lungs and the razor-cold wind lashes at his skin. He is falling. The beast he was once a part of is a blur beside him as he plummets, human forms lost in the strange moving texture.
Ew, honestly, moving texture is the worst description I've ever seen. Okay, you guys wait there a second. I'm gonna go get my clean bedding. Because again, I literally can't fucking sleep till I do this shit. So if I have to do this shit, then y'all are coming along with me. I am too intoxicated to be doing this alone. Oh, stop fucking misbehaving. All right. I'm alive. Okay, sorry. You just give me a minute. Because I so don't want to be doing this. But I literally have to because there's no bedding on my bed. So it's either I put on the old stuff or the clean stuff. And I may as well put on the clean stuff because regardless, I've still got to put stuff on. I don't think I'm going to do something as embarrassing as throw up. But if I do, you can be rest assured that I will be removing it. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, though. I had 1 minute of, I feel slightly nauseated, and now I'm fine. We're fine. We're all good. We had some pasta. We're all fine.
And he is so small.
Let's go.
And so afraid he wonders if he will ever hit the ground. He does not want to die smeared over that flat and hateful wasteland far below. And he flails, limbs throwing themselves violently around, trying to catch a hold of something, anything to save himself.
Yeah, that is standard when you're falling.
Edward feels a hand grip his. The stop is sudden.
Also, reference, you're kind of far away from me right now, so I won't really be able to see what you're saying, but by all means, like, obviously keep talking. But if it takes me a minute to actually see what you've said, it's because I'm so far away that my dyslexia is really kicking in and I can't make sense of it. And it just looks like a texture from a video game that doesn't want to actually add writing. Just fucking fake lines, you know? Just to make that clear.
Sudden, violent.
We don't judge. Right, Justin? You still here, buddy? If you're not, that's totally okay, Justin. No disrespect. It's so embarrassing how happy I get every time I see those love hearts because it's just like, hi. It's so dumb because it's like, I don't know why, just seeing them, I go, ah. You are so appreciated in this society, Justin. literally, the fact that you made a whole ass YouTube account just to add YouTube videos to the playlist, I have so much fucking respect for you. Like, don't think I didn't see it. The fact that it's Justin with a little heart and the username is Justin Squish, bro, that is the cutest shit I've ever fucking seen. Oh, I love y'all. I am a little bit drunk, so we'll excuse it. Squish is all around, you know what I mean. All right, let's go.
Wrenching his shoulder from its socket with a wet pop.
Okay,
He screams in pain, but also in relief, as he hangs there, suspended above his fate.
Oh shit, I'm gonna fall. Okay.
Despite his dread, it takes only a moment for him to make his decision. He reaches out with his other arm and feels it gripped by a dozen hands as, slowly, inexorably, Edward allows himself to be pulled back into the great, suffering colossus. Far below, there is another impact, as if something were being stepped on.
Oh, we had another thud. Very exciting. What? Oh. Hello. Recorder got turned off.
Is it much further?
Yes. Yes.
I'm not entirely sure what you were expecting. It's the vast. The clue is in the name. Yes, all right. So, this is one of the domains that actually has ground to walk on. Whatever.
I love that Martin's so fucking over his bullshit.
So
He's
how
like,
far
fuck
are we
you,
from the other
man.
side? And don't say time and space don't work here. That's a cop-out and you know it. Fine.
Fucking get his ass,
Thank
Martin.
you.
Get his ass.
Wait, what counts as a day? What an excellent question. Oh my god, you can be infuriating sometimes, you know that? Yes.
Hang the fuck on. Hang on, this shit sounds so fucking good. Hey, wait, I gotta be here for this.
So how far are we from the other side?
All right.
Say time and space don't work here, that's a cop-out and you know it.
Get his ass, Martin.
3 days. Thank you. Wait, what counts as a day? What an excellent question. Oh my god, you can be infuriating. Fine. How about Simon? How close are we to him? Close, but he's able to move a lot faster than we are in this place. Meaning I know where he is, but if he doesn't want us to reach him, I don't know if we'll have much of a chance.
Mm-hmm.
So,
fair enough.
we're just going to trust him to show up to his own execution. Jesus. Apparently.
What the fuck?
Hello. Dreadfully sorry. I only just noticed you were both here. That's the problem with having such a big place, you know.
Hi, Simon. This is the problem with having such a rich people problems. This is the problem with having such a big space.
You can miss things if you're not careful. Right. Good to see you again, Martin.
Yeah.
And you must be the famous archivist.
Oh yeah.
Ceaseless watcher.
You know what? I forgot that there was like this whole ass. Hang on. Let me do that. Then you can actually see me. Sorry. I forgot that there was like a literal whole ass fucking cameo between Martin and Simon. Wow. I forgot about that. Fucking brilliant. All right. Let's get this shit going.
The new age, etc. Lovely to meet you at last. Simon Fairchild at your service. I know who you are. Of course you do. I imagine you know pretty much everything by this point.
Yeah, that's kind of his whole shindig.
How does it feel? Strange. Yes. I can imagine. These gifts can feel very disconcerting at times. I'm sure you'll get used to it eventually. And how are you, Martin? Still trying to save the world and all that?
Oh,
yes. Pity. Well, Armageddon, it's not for everyone, I suppose. I'm quite enjoying it, of course.
Of course you fucking are, Simon, you
can be a
little...
little bit of a handful.
course you are, Simon, you little fucking drop full guys looking ass bitch. That's the best I can do, Wonk. It's the best we're gonna get, okay? Also, this is what the underneath of my mattress looks like. Congratulations. You've seen it all.
I might have guessed you'd be happy living in this nightmare. I mean, not that it matters, but yes, I am.
Yes.
Honestly, I think you could be too if you set your mind to it. But I'm not one to tell you how to live your eternity. No, you're not. Because I'm done listening to you. I'm sorry. I'm not sure I follow. All those lies you told me, you helped to do this. You turned the world into your playground. Not to be a pedant, but if you recall, I was actually doing a favour for Peter. And if Peter had won, none of this would have happened. Also, not to make excuses, but they weren't exactly lies. Just oversimplifications of complicated truths.
Ooh.
And guesses. A lot of guesses.
Okay.
Almost all is really now I come to think about it. Shut up. Don't care. Goodness. We're rather
Rousey
tetchy,
done.
aren't we? We've not been having an easy journey. John, what? It's true, we haven't. Well, in that case, thank you for swinging by to my huge corner of the apocalypse. We don't get many visitors these days, and, well, you might be the closest thing the universe has ever had to an important
Are they going to
person.
get a fucking lift from Simon?
I mean, obviously you're
Whoa.
still ultimately fine.
Right, Totes forgot to say. Yeah, shut up. Listen, I twisted my ankle on the way back. The same ankle, by the way, that sent me to the fucking doctors. So I'm having the day I probably deserve, okay? Fucking shit, man. But I got the ground sheet on. Yay. I can't believe I have to graduate with a twisted bloody ankle. I'm glad. You know what? I'm bloody glad I streamed. I'm glad I'm here with friends. You know, I don't really know if the people I met today could be considered friends beyond, you know, tonight. But you know who I can consider friends beyond tonight? You guys. Yep, that's right. Y'all are stuck with me for at least the near future. That is meant to be a heartbeat. Can't really see it. Yes, friends, squish. Oh, thank you, squish. You can't see quite yet. Oh, thank you, Justin. Hang on. You can't see quite yet, but I did add this scene's animatic to your playlist. Oh, I look forward to it. Do you know what? I look forward to it because Simon Fairchild has such a I literally could not give a rat's ass energy about him. And I am excited to see how someone depicts it in an animatic. I just saw myself in the bloody screen. I'm such a mess. Look at me. Fuck. Okay. No, we got to get this shit done. I got to go to bed. Okay, let's.
Tonight and all that, but altering the very fabric of reality, that's pretty good going, all things considered. That's enough. John? Yes? Do it.
Yes?
Do what? Kill him. Hang on. Can he do that? He can, and he's going to. Right. Seems a bit rude, to be honest. John? Just give me a moment. Fact, yeah, you know what? I'll probably just be going then. I'd prefer to keep existing if it's all the same.
I prefer to keep
John,
existing.
It's been lovely chatting to you. Good to see you. Feel free to pop by again when you're feeling less, murdery. John!
Bye. Oh, bro, he's sleeping on the couch tonight.
Yeah. Why? Because, why did you let him go, John? I don't know. I didn't want to kill him. Why not? Because he was nice to you? Because he was charming? Because he was fun? No, I just... now, Helen?
I just wanted to add my vote to the disappointed side.
Wait, really?
I was rather looking forward to watching an old man metaphysically explode. Honestly, I feel a little bit cheated.
You're kind of
The
fucked
others
if
were
even Helen's like, yeah,
exceptional
you should have
fun.
done it, mate.
You were watching?
Of course. As much fun as the New World is, I am not about to miss a real, honest to godless demigod murder spree.
You're really not helping.
I'm not trying to.
Look, it's none of your business.
Fucking
Either
get
of
it,
you.
Helen.
Like hell it isn't. Martin? Don't Martin me. Sure, he looks like a harmless old man, but I know, Martin. I know all the things he's done.
Fantastic. So, rip him up. Pop him. But just give me a bit of a head start so I can find a good spot.
Enough, Helen.
I won't be in the way. You won't even know I'm there. Again.
What is it, John? What's wrong? This whole avenging angel thing, I'm not... It doesn't feel right. It seemed to feel right when we were avenging all the wrongs done against you.
Ooh!
I know. All right, but well, that's kind of the problem. I have all this power, and I want to use it to try and help, but I do. I've done so much damage, and anything that might help to balance that is
good.
But killing other avatars, it's not... I don't think it makes anything better. I think it just makes me worse.
Ooh.
You're removing evil from the world. I'm not, though, am I? The tenement fire is still burning. The mortal garden is growing wild. The carousel is... What?
How are we still having this intensely boring conversation?
Oh, shut up,
I
Helen.
honestly thought that
The boys are
actually
fighting.
ending
Let them
the
work through
world
it.
would be enough to stop you whining, but no. You're the most powerful person in a world where the worst consequences imaginable have already happened. Absolute power with zero responsibility. What more can you possibly need to just enjoy yourself a tiny bit?
I may have ripped my bed sheets, but we're not going to talk about it.
Fine. Guess I'll just leave then. Hang out inside myself until you get angry again and accidentally have some fun.
It's not fun.
It is to
Yeah,
Helen.
I thought you'd forgotten how to make jokes.
I think you're forgetting who you're talking to, John. Everything's fun to Helen if it's chaos.
I'm sorry, Martin. After meeting the child, I thought I really hoped things would be simpler, you know? A nice, straightforward apocalypse. No, I'm sorry. Cheerleading you when you're on a magical murder spree probably wasn't a great idea. I started it. Good point. I'll keep my apology then. I do kind of wish you'd waited until after Fairchild to have your crisis, though. You really want that old man dead? I mean, yeah, sure. When you say it like that, it sounds bad. What did he do to you? He threatened to throw me off a roller coaster. Okay, I know it sounds like a joke. No, obviously, he's an avatar of the past. I understand. It's a scary threat coming from him. Yeah. It just doesn't sound like a scary threat. Thanks for that.
John, you fucking
You still want to
bastard!
kill Elias, right? Jonah, whatever. I'm still going to confront him. I don't know if killing him is something I'm even capable of, but if I can and I have to, I will.
I have to,
Yeah?
Bro, if
Don't
you want
worry.
to.
I won't
Fucking
hesitate.
smite the bitch. Smite Join the Magnum, please.
Right then. Good.
You have my bloody consent.
Let's go then. We want to keep him waiting. Lead on. Wait. Oh, right, yes. Follow me.
Lead on, bitch. I don't know where we're going. The fuck? Helen, I can't wait for you to figure out what Helen's specific symptom is. It's clever. I haven't figured it out yet. The best excuse I can give, the best answer I can give would be she's like burnt out. Oh shit. I forgot battery. Oh. All right, hold on. Moving is such a chore right now. I already didn't collect my dragons. It's a sad fucking day to be me, honestly. I didn't even have a great time, but I'm here. Okay, hang on. Where's the fucking slot? There it is. Okay. Alright, cool. And then turn back up the brightness so I can see what's going on. Hello. Alright, we were so close to finishing the pillows. So let me just... God, you know, I am not looking forward to doing the bed cover. The duvet cover is a whole monster unto itself. Oh, get rid of that. I can't see what my friends are saying if that's there. I'll look at the animatic later. The best explanation for Helen that I can give, and it's probably fucking wrong, is that she maybe represents like burnt out, like straight A child syndrome. That's the best explanation I can give. Let's do the fucking salt. Oh, I can't believe my parents are coming tomorrow. I'm so fucked. I know I've already said this, but now that we finished an episode, I feel like I should say it again. If you would have just finished best, you just go to sleep. There's no worries. You guys are great. Yeah. It's probably for the best because I keep getting distracted. Because I need to do the dishes, change my bed sheets, and go to sleep. I'm graduating tomorrow, guys. It is almost 2 a.m. I'm screwed. I am well and truly screwed. Honestly, if I get to like 4 a.m., I may just take a cheeky nap and hope that it's enough. But you are absolutely right. I will. And hang on, let me edit the stream name. What I'll do is I will try and stream on Sunday because hopefully by Sunday everything will be done. Also, can't believe I hadn't said this yet. Congratulations. Oh, thank you. To be fair to you, technically I finished this course like months ago, but the graduation was just delayed, I guess is the best way to describe it. Basically, they were just waiting for the holidays when everyone would go home. Thanks, guys. I'm graduating my master's. It's an exciting time to be me. All right. Let's end this here so I can get this shit done and go to bed. If I somehow manage to get to bed before 2 a.m., that will be bloody impressive, that will. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Dustin, Spooky 11, I appreciate you guys being here in my drunken haze. I sincerely appreciate it. Providing me with company whilst I listen to Magnus and do my beds. Sleep well. Have a glass of water. Absolutely. Thank you, Spooky. I absolutely will. I'm also going to put on my ankle support because I can't believe I twisted the same bloody ankle again. Absolute bollocks. But yes, I will do that. All right. Let's end the stream. Thank you guys for joining me. Squishes all round. You guys are the best. Good night. Night, Justin. Night, guys.